Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Katie, and if you're coming back, I'm glad that you're here. And so is my neighbor's dog. Disclaimer, you will occasionally hear my neighbor's dog and my husband who is doing his thing, and yeah, it's life. So how are you guys doing tonight? I am sitting down to spend some more time working on this canvas, which is one of the Halloween kits from Diamond Art Club. This one's called Bubble Bubble Chocolate Treble, which, how cute is that? And it's a Randall Spangler. He does the really cute dragons, and this one has just been an absolute dream to work on. Yeah, I'm loving it. So as far as what I'm using tonight, so this is this pen just came in from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop on Etsy. I think this is terrible. I can't remember if this one's called Witch's Brew or Batwing. I'm not sure if he has any blanks still in stock. He's currently in vacation mode, but I bet he'll be back soon. I'm using Patty Wax, and this is the Polyjuice Potion scent, which how cute is that sticker on the bag? And I have actually found that different Patty Wax scents seem to be stickier than others, and this one is very sticky. I'm happy with it. Since this is a new pen, I have not replaced the tip in it with an everlasting placer, so it's just a regular brass placer, but that's fine. Those really work fine for me too. But I am using my everlasting multi-placer. This is the 9, and this canvas has a lot of color blocking, which I really am enjoying. So I'm getting a lot of use out of that 9 placer. Okay, I think we're good here. I've got Color Street on my nails, but I am really desperately in need of changing them. I think this is the Sahara Jewel color. Yeah, they're starting to chip because I forgot to put a top coat on them. Anyway, the tray is from Archer's Arts, which they have their own shop, and they have a really great Facebook group too. What am I forgetting? Oh, the minder, I believe that's from Kim's Needle Minders. It might be Galloway's. I can't remember. Okay, anyway, so how are you guys tonight? I am, man, it was a Monday. Yeah, today's Monday. This probably won't go up until, I think, Wednesday morning. So they always seeing this a little delayed. But, yeah, someone put something on the water because my kids were something else today. So I have a 5-year-old, and he is currently doing 100% remote kindergarten. And let me tell you, a kindergartner, 100% remote. Bless his teacher, though. She's absolutely fantastic with him, and he has risen to the challenge beautifully. But I will say it has confirmed that I am 100% not cut out for homeschooling. So we just feel like it's, keeping him remote right now is the safest option for our family. And I am fortunate enough that as a stay-at-home mom, we are able to make it work. It is a little hectic though, because I also have a 2.5-year-old who is absolutely a tornado. Let me see, what all has he broken so far in the past few months? He broke our TV. He broke a lamp. He broke the blinds in our window. I needed to add a whole new budget line for replacements of things that my 2-year-old has broken. And it's not because I'm being an absentee parent. It's because he is mischief incarnate. He loves it. He thinks it's hysterical to do things he knows he's not supposed to. And I know you think like, well, aren't all kids like that? My first wasn't. I did not know how compliant of a child my oldest was until his brother came along. So that's, man. Yeah, I thought it was a great parent. I had it all together, that first child. And then the second one came along. Any other parents feel me? I adore both of them, though. Like, they have my whole heart. They're the best. So please don't get me wrong. We had my parents in town up until late last week. So I mentioned before that I'm originally from Ohio. I think I mentioned in my last WIP Chat that my parents were about to come into town. But we got a glorious week and a half with them. And oh my gosh, I had so many house projects on my list that I just couldn't get done because of aforementioned tiny tornado toddler. When he broke the TV, it was because I took 30 seconds to go into the other room to finish making his lunch. Like, he can get into so much trouble in 10 seconds flat. So when my parents were here, it was like, okay, so here is the long list of projects that have not been done, that I have not had the margin to work on or the ability to work on in 6 months, because that was the last time I saw my mom, which is a huge bummer. But fun things that happened. We got to tackle reorganizing the garage, and one of the things we did is put a giant closet in there. And I jokingly said to my parents and husband, like, this is just going to be for diamond painting stuff. Like, because that just, look, and it's just all nice and neat and organized. This giant, like, closet-made closet. So it was nice to get that taken care of. And then my mom was helping me clean up just our upstairs. And I was going through some of my diamond painting stuff, and I think her eyes about bugged out of her head. And then she was like, so do you have like a little kit or something that like I could try out? Oh my gosh. I was like, do I? Of course I do. Let me show you my little bin of snacks and specials. Anyone else have one of those? So I was so excited, and she's like, well, maybe is there something we could work on together? And I said, I have just the thing. So I pulled out a really pretty partial special drill canvas. I think it's from Crystal Canvas Art. So it was just a mandala, simple. And we actually took the chance to try out, I'd gotten a couple of pretty placers that I hadn't actually had the chance to try yet. And I'd heard that they were, sorry about that, I should drink some water. I'd heard that they were really great for special drill projects, so I have two. I had bought two. I have to drink water. And so I just set it up where my mom and I each had one, and I, grabbed several trays, and, I didn't kit up or anything like that. It wasn't a big project, but set that up, and it was really fun. I so appreciated that my mom, who has heard me talk about diamond painting a lot, on the phone and whatnot, and she follows me on Instagram and stuff like that. I just thought it was so sweet of her to, try out this thing. She's like, well, this is this thing my daughter's into, so I want to give it a try too. My mom cross-stitched a lot when I was growing up, and I tried some cross-stitch because she did it as well. So the whole concept of like how diamond painting works, she got it. Like, she understood the concept, but she was like putting on her reading glass, and she's like, I don't know, this would be really hard on my eyes to do very often. And so she's like, I don't think this is something I could really get into. And, of course, then I go into the whole spiel about, oh, you can get a light pad, like you can get a magnifying, arm that goes over your workspace and all of that. And I think she was like, yeah, that's nice. But she's into stuff like card making and stamping and stuff. So she's crafty, but I don't think this is quite her niche. So anyway, it was so, so, so good to have them in town. It's really hard to live across the country from them, and my mom gets, really emotional about it, of course. I mean, what was that? That was weird. My mom gets really, she can get weepy and emotional, especially because she has grandkids now. Like, she wants to see her grandbabies as much as she can. But I just try to remind her, I'm like, Mom, I am just so grateful that we have a good relationship with one another, I know that, and my mom and dad, that, like, I have a really wonderful relationship with them, and I'm excited to see them when they come to visit, and we talk to them all the time, even when they're not here, and I want to be sensitive to you guys, but because I know that there are a lot of families that don't, they're strained relationships or that kind of thing, so I always try to point it back to, well, the situation is not ideal, but where can I find the gratitude in it? Like, where can I find the good in it? And I know that that's much easier said than done, and some situations don't call for that kind of attitude. Like, I totally get that. That's just the approach that I try to take, for sure. So, they headed back last week. They actually, when they came out here, they drove cross country for 2.5 days, which, bless their hearts. I was so, so grateful that they were able to do that. I got to spend that time with them, and mostly stuck close to home, because things have started to be opening up back out here, but just our personal comfort levels, we're trying to do our part to stay socially distanced and stay safe. So, look, I finished up that section. Let me get us switched over to the next. This kit is flying, absolutely flying. So the last kit that I worked on, and I think complained about a fair amount too, was that Halloween kitty kit. Oh yeah, I mentioned it a lot in my last video with the unboxing. It was squares, and the drills were giving me some trouble. So it felt like that kit just took me a really long time to get through. And so then when I came from that kit and kitted up this one, I was like, well, it's a Diamond Art Club and it's a round, so it's probably going to go, I hope that means it's going to go faster. And then, to my absolute delight, this has lots of color blocking in it, and so that means it's going even faster. So I'm loving this kit a whole heck of a lot. It makes me so happy. Okay, let me find a symbol, because I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Let's go ahead and do the 310. But yeah, coming back to, Diamond Art Club, like, do any of you guys have that feeling? Like, I know that there are lots of other companies with high quality kits and everything, but, and there are lots of other companies whose kits I put right on level with Diamond Art Club in terms of kits I really enjoy working on, but listen to that click. Oh, no, it doesn't do it. But when you're coming off of, like, maybe a kit that's not as great, coming to a Diamond Art Club feels kind of like coming home. So speaking of Diamond Art Club, I am sure you will be shocked to hear, this is my sarcasm tag, like many others, I am now an affiliate with Diamond Art Club. And what that means is that basically, instead of, like, giving out a referral code, like the referral link that everyone has, instead now I have a just strict discount code for first-time Diamond Art Club customers. So if you are here and you haven't purchased from Diamond Art Club before and you're interested in giving them a shot, you can get 15% off of your purchase if you use my code, which is Katie, Katie, 15, the number 15. I'll include that along with a link down below in the description. And if you were to decide to use that link, I would make a small commission, which would just go right back into helping me make this channel happen, which I thoroughly enjoy. So, yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. I am already, oops, goodness gracious. I'm looking ahead a little bit to what is going to come next for me. So as I've mentioned in a couple of past videos, I am starting to feel just a little bit of burnout on events. I have really loved participating in drills and chills, and I loved doing the chuck along and doing my first Czech Pinson, and I love the community aspect of it. So I'm not like speaking poorly of any of that whatsoever. I think I just am getting twitchy with feeling like I'm locked into doing canvases that fit these themes, because I get FOMO sometimes, like, well, everyone's doing this event, I want to be a part of it too, like, it's fun. So after this canvas is done, which I think is just going to be a few more days, because I've only been working on it for, I think this is my third day working on it, maybe it's my fourth, and I'm like over halfway done with it. It's going fast, I'm not going to complain. But after this one is done, even though I could technically probably fit in another Halloween themed canvas, I have so many other canvases I'm dying to get to. I'm loving working on this one, honestly, so I don't want to rush through this one necessarily, but I am excited and anxious to get on to lots of other things, namely from companies that I actually haven't had the chance to work on a kit from before. I've unboxed kits from a wide variety of companies, but most of these new to me companies I haven't actually gotten to work on and complete a kit for. So like DIY Moon Shop and Treasure Studios Art and Mary's Diamonds and the Diamond Painting Factory Company UK, like, these are all companies that I very much want to work on their canvases so that I can give just my honest, like, feedback, like, share some honest feedback on, and also of course decide, like, okay, is this a company that I would recommend to you guys? Is it a company that I just personally want to shop from again? Because there are a few companies that they have really beautiful artwork that I would potentially love to work on, but I'm waiting until I actually get to work on one of the canvases before I were to order anymore, you know? So I think next up, I think definitely after this I'm going to do one of my DIY Moonshop kits that came in recently. Which, speaking of that, I hit a fun YouTube milestone yesterday. I noticed it. I don't know when it must have come in because I don't stare at my analytics and numbers. But I noticed last night. I was like, hey, look at that. I got my first thumbs down. I feel like I should get a badge or something. I guess you could say it took a while, because I mean, I've had this channel for, has it been 2 months? I'm not totally sure. But it's not, I mean, I have several videos uploaded, but it was on my DIY Moonshop unboxing, and I'm so intrigued. Like, I'm not hurt. I truly, I have a thick skin. I'm not worried about, like, oh no, like someone gave me a thumbs. No, it's fine. It's just part of, like, part of being on social media, part of having a YouTube channel. Like, I honestly was more surprised it hadn't happened sooner. But it's more like the super curious and nosy person me is like, I just want to know why. I just, like, what was it that they didn't like? Was it because, did I say something they didn't care for? You know, one of my friends she has a channel here, Ureli, she's super sweet. She hit a milestone, and she shared about this too. She said she hit a milestone as well with her very first, like, nasty comment was on, like, her DIY Moonshop unboxing video. So I don't know. And I mean, she and I had slightly different takeaways on with our experiences. So it's not like we had the same opinion and it was the same person that like disagreed with both of us. So I don't know. I am fascinated with like what makes people tick and why people do what they do. If you're at all familiar with the Enneagram, I'm a 5. Not sure on my wing yet. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you'd like another rabbit hole to go down, I mean, just Google Enneagram. It starts with an E, Enneagram. In simplest terms, it's a personality test, but it goes much, you can totally get on a rabbit hole. It goes much deeper than that. But if I have any fellow Enneagram enthusiasts, please tell me, because I could talk for days about the Enneagram. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you're like, a type 5, what the? No, I mean, you could Google it too. Basically, I like gathering as much information as I possibly can about a subject and people. Like, I don't know, I'm always trying to get as much information as I can. That's in really simple terms. Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so I got my first thumbs down. That was fun. And, but I've been, overall though, super, super encouraged and just surprised and delighted at the really positive and encouraging response I've had lately. I feel like I'm seeing you guys, like, I'm seeing some more comments, and that's really fun for me to get to interact with you guys. I feel like my channel's starting to grow just a little bit, which is, it's just fun. I'm enjoying it, and I'm glad that other people are enjoying it as well. So I'm glad you guys are here. Ooh, let me not mess this up here. Sticky. Okay. Oh, I guess I could also mention, so you saw me peel this off, this section. I like to section my kits off with the Star or release paper. I know that you can just use parchment paper, and I actually did that for a while, but I prefer the Star or release paper because really I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I feel like I can't ever cut the parchment paper as straight and neat as I would like, and with the release squares, like, it's already cut to size and it just seems to fit the drill field. It just works. So I have tried just using the plastic, like what do you call that? The cover, just a plastic cover. And even on this kit, I tried to just use washi tape to section it off, because I'm always thinking, like, what can I try that's different? How can I, what are things that other people are doing that I should, give a try and see if I like it better? And there must be a trick to it or something, because I could not, I don't know, I could not get the washi tape to, like, stick neatly on the plastic. And I was like, wait, do I line it up here, and then where do I cut? Like, it was hurting my brain. It was late when I was trying to get this up. I was like, I'm just doing the release paper. I'm just doing what I know works for me. So how about you guys? Like, do you like to try new things when it comes to diamond painting or otherwise? Are you like, yeah, I always want to be trying the new wax, or trying the new, like, idea that someone shared, or trying the blah, blah, blah. Is that your thing? Or are you pretty much, I find the thing I like, and I just stick to that because I know that I like it? Inquiring minds want to know. How do you like to go about it? I'm a little bit of both. I like to try a little bit of everything, but then once I get to a certain point, like, if I've decided, no, like, this is really working for me, then maybe I just don't keep trying things. That didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired. Back to plans for what's next. So, like I said, I'm hoping to finish this in the next few days. And then, so the 2 DIY moonshot kits that I have to choose from, I have The Stars Who Listen from Margaret Morales and Library Version A from Cherryuki. This is my very first DIY Moonshop order, and I'm obsessed with both of these kits, and I'm very torn. I'm leaning towards The Stars Who Listen, because I like the colors in it. It's a little bit smaller, and I'm just feeling very twitchy, like I'm wanting to get through kits quickly, because I'd really like to, like I said, I'm anxious to try to get through kits from various companies. So, but if you guys, I mean, if you're not sure what canvases, what the two canvases are that I mentioned, you can go back to my unboxing video and you can see the pictures of them there. Let me know if you guys have a preference, because I'm sure I'll be working on that in a WIP Chat here. And I'll also do a post review. Okay, there's like a weird, I noticed this when I was working on this lower section. There's like the printer got just a tiny bit out of alignment here, and it's like double printed. I'm pretty sure those are E's. It's like super, super, super blurry, like it shifted. At least the grid is all like the correct size. It didn't like shift the whole print. So, oh shoot, what else was I gonna say? Oh, so as far as post reviews, well, both unboxings and post reviews go. So I don't typically feel like a huge urge to do unboxings and or post reviews for Diamond Art Club kits, because I feel like they're common and consistent enough that I don't know if that's something people are really interested in. So I would be very, very curious to hear your thoughts. When it comes to Diamond Art Club kits, specifically like this one, are you interested in unboxings, especially if it's not necessarily like, if it's not a new kit, that plenty of other creators have unboxed before? Like, I don't know that I necessarily have anything new to add to what other creators tend to show with their unboxings. So, I mean, I guess you get to hear it in my voice, which I've had several people be sharing with me lately that they find my voice to be really soothing, which thank you. I'll take that as a compliment, and I'm glad that my voice is not grating to you, genuinely. Especially because I say all the time. Anyway, how I missed another X, gosh darn it. There it is again. So, okay, this kit, and then a DIY Moonshop kit, and then probably one of my Mary's Diamonds kits. My friend Jacqueline on Instagram, I know that I can tell. She hasn't said anything in a long time. I just have this feeling that she's just dying for me to get to one of these Mary's Diamonds kits to see what the quality is like, so she knows if she should order one. So Jacqueline and friends here, I think that'll probably be what I do after my Stars Who Listen kit. Yeah, so the Mary's Diamonds kits, they're a little bit smaller. I unboxed them on my channel kind of earlier on. So maybe I should start making playlists. So I am still very new to the content creator world of YouTube, which is why I'm trying to, like, it's just taking me a little time to sort of get in the swing of, like, I really want to be intentional about responding to your guys' comments, because if you've taken the time to write a comment, like, the very least I can do is acknowledge and respond to it, because as someone that frequently views YouTube videos, I'm really not great about, like, going back and leaving comments, because I always tend to watch YouTube videos in the background while I'm diamond painting and just kind of let them go continuously, and then I have to go back. Like, it's the extra step of going back and leaving that comment. And I know that I'm not the only one, and some of you guys that are commenting are doing that, and I really, really, really appreciate it, because I'm sure you've heard as much from other creators. It means the world to us when you take the time to leave comments. It means the world to me, that's for sure. So all this to say, I'd like to try to get myself just generally better acquainted with the different features that YouTube offers and the things that people are sort of used to, like playlists and using, the iCards to add links within videos and all of that, because I want this to be a helpful space with helpful content for you guys. So, other kits that I have kind of on the docket. So y'all got really, really, really excited when I unboxed that massive Josephine Wall kit. So I originally was thinking that I was not going to start on that until after the new year. But how would you guys feel about me starting the process of kitting it up and maybe having it going in the background, I guess, where I would work on other kits at the same time and maybe not consistently work on the Josephine Wall, but just pull it out when I feel like it. I did work on multiple kits at once in the month of September, and honestly, I don't feel like working on multiple kits at once is for me. But I think that part of that was because I was doing a mystery swap, which was super fun, but I was trying to, we were really trying to get through those as quickly as possible. And so I just kind of felt like I had to, I was spending that time on that kit because my partner was also working on hers. So it was, it was more of a time crunch. Whereas if I start the Josephine Wall, it'll be the kind of thing that I just pull out, when I feel like it. And maybe that'll feel less intimidating. But speaking of intimidating, reminder, 225 colors. I am slowly in the process of picking up storage to even make that happen. Oh, I should have brought it in. I got a set of a bunch of these little storage, clicker kits for really inexpensive off of Amazon, that I thought I could use because they're so small, for the colors in the kit that there are only a small amount of. But 225 colors. I don't think there's going to be massive bags of anything really. So I think before I can even kit that up, I have to finish, I just need to map out my storage and what's going to work and what's going to be practical. Because on top of that, I don't just, I can't have the only storage for that kit. I need the storage for whatever other kit I'm working on concurrently. So anyway, you guys are getting my little train of thought, stream of consciousness. Something you went through. But yeah, let me know. Apparently I need to go to bed. Let me know what you guys think, as far as, would you like me to go ahead and get the ball rolling on the Josephine Wall? I think kitting it up might take me a whole day, but I'm excited. I might be a little crazy. Most of the reactions that I've seen from people when they hear that I have this giant canvas with 225 colors, they're like, that sounds like a nightmare. I'm like, this sounds like fun. It sounds like fun. It's just, people are like, oh, that's a pro level. That's a whatever. I'm like, it's no different. Okay, that's going to sound really condescending. That's not how I mean it. In purely practical terms, it's not any more difficult than sitting down and doing a diamond painting like this. The difference is the sheer amount of time. Like, amount of time from like how long it takes you to complete a canvas that large, and frankly, the amount of time it's going to take to find the symbol each time, which that's part of what I'm thinking of is, okay, how does it make sense to kit up that it's not going to be a nightmare for me to have to shuffle through to find symbols each time. So like I said, I'm excited. I'm a little crazy. I know, but I think it'll just be a super fun bucket list type item to do. And I'm really excited. So we'll see. I want to keep it low pressure, low key, and really, like I said, I was feeling twitchy about sort of feeling, tethered to these events that have been going on, and so I just want to be able to follow my nose and just do what I feel like doing, as far as kits go. But before we know it, it's going to be the holidays, and I do have at least one Christmas themed or holiday themed kit, so at least I'll have that. Putting these flames in. This rendering, isn't this just, I love it. Diamond Art Club does such a nice job with rendering on kits that don't have a million colors. Can I tell you how tempted I was for like just a hot second? A couple weeks ago, Diamond Art Club released another Josephine Wall kit, the Scorpio. Side note, I'm a Scorpio. My birthday's in a couple weeks. I almost bought that kit from Diamond Art Club, and with the thought that like, well, this exact kit is also currently carried by Diamond Painting Deutschland, which is the same place that I ordered my other Josephine Wall from. So I almost bought the kits from each company thinking I'll do both of these and then do a comparison video. Y'all nip that in the bud real quick, because I'm not, the art doesn't speak to me enough for that to be super enjoyable. So if I'm going to work on kits that large, both squares, which goes much slower for me, if I'm really going to work on something like that, I need to love it the way that I loved the Magical Merry-Go-Round piece that I ordered. Side note, I'm super, super curious how two different companies are able to have the same exact piece of artwork. Like, they both have the same exact Scorpio from Josephine Wall. And both companies legally license their artwork. Like, obviously we know Diamond Art Club does. But Diamond Painting Deutschland, I feel like a fraud saying that with the accent. We know that they both are completely above board and legally licensing their artwork. I know that Josephine Wall generally is a little more free with licensing her art. Like, she doesn't restrict herself to just one diamond painting company. Like Diamond Art Club has some, Diamond Painting Deutschland has some, Mystical Diamond Art has some. Like, she doesn't license to only one company. But I just thought I was a little surprised to see two different companies carrying the same exact piece from her. One with, how many colors did Diamond Art Clubs have? I mean, Diamond Art Club doesn't really do more than like 70 colors. But, I mean, then the one from the other site had its, 200 plus colors. Anyway, if someone else is feeling really brave and is like, ooh, yeah, that's a comparison I want to do to see, okay, what does the rendering look like with over 200 colors versus less than 100? I'm so curious about it, but I'm not, I can't right now. I might lose my mind. I can't tackle a project that huge. But as far as the channel goes, and plans for the channel here, I feel like I've been doing a lot of really primarily unboxings. and I really enjoy them, and it seems like you guys are enjoying them too, but I also am hoping to maybe find ways to mix it up a little bit. So I really enjoyed doing the WIP Chat last time, and of course I'm doing one again now. So, and once again, how did I get to 40 minutes? I came in thinking, I hope I can get to 20 minutes. Apparently you get me talking and I just keep on going. Once I work on these kits from other companies, I like to do post reviews on them. And again, I'd love to hear from you guys if you're interested in seeing unboxings or post reviews of Diamond Art Clubs, or if you are like, nope, I know what their quality's like, and everyone does unboxings and post reviews of theirs, so I don't need that. That's fine. I'm just curious what you guys think. And then long term, what I have in my head, and one of the reasons I'm anxious to really spend some time and make a priority out of getting to my different kits from different companies, is I have in my head that I'd like to make an ultimate comparison video where I have canvases from each of the companies that I'm aware of that legally license their artwork from artists. I'd like to complete a canvas from each of them and then do like a big comparison video where I share what my experience was with each of them and comparing them side by side, and things I liked and things I disliked about each canvas. And I know it won't be totally exact, and of course everyone's going to have different experiences, but I just thought that would be really interesting to get a close, just a side-by-side comparison of multiple companies in one video. Do you guys like that idea? I think I'm going to do it either way, but I'm still curious to see what you guys' thoughts are on that. So, as always, I love hearing from you guys. If there's something specific that you'd like to see me talk about, if there are any specific companies or anything like that you'd be interested for me to try, leave a note in the comments, or shoot me a message over on Instagram, or I tuck my email in the description as well. Feel free to let me know. I'm always open to suggestions, and I like trying new things. But legally licensed artwork, of course. I shouldn't say of course. I make a priority of only purchasing artwork from companies that ethically source their material, which means, to me, supporting artists and compensating them and legally licensing the artwork that they use. So, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and wrap it up there for today, because I've been a chatty Katie, and per usual, my cat has decided now is the perfect time to eat. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I enjoyed chatting with you. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the many various things that I mentioned to you tonight. Thank you for being here, whether this was your very first video and you made it all the way to the end. Major props to you. And if you are not new here and you made it all the way to the end, major props to you. And cookies. If you enjoyed this, feel free to hit that thumbs up. And if you didn't, feel free to hit the thumbs down and be my second ever thumbs down. As always, I will try to respond to all comments and questions as quickly as I can. And if you want to see more from me, feel free to hit the subscribe button and even the bell if you'd like to get notifications whenever I post videos, which are not even remotely on a schedule, aside from me having them go live, usually in the mornings. I usually upload in the evenings and just schedule it to go live in the mornings, but I'm shooting for a couple of times a week and we'll go from there. I hope you all have a really wonderful week. Stay safe, wear your masks, wash your hands, and yeah, that's really it this time. Have a wonderful week, you guys. I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.